realized how privileged you are? To be able to voice your opinions, to have opportunities, to get educated, to have people around you to support your stand. Now, I'm not going to answer these questions for you, but on this day, by the end of this talk, I want you to answer these to yourself. On the 9th of October 2012, the Taliban shot me on the left side of my forehead. They shot my friends too. They thought that the bullets would silence us, but they failed. And then, out of that silence came thousands of voices. These words are by the youngest recipient ever of the Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, Malala Yousafzai. Born in Mingora, Pakistan on July 12, 1997. Malala's father was an educator, and as a result, she developed a thirst for knowledge. In 2007, the Taliban took over the city in which she lived and banned girls from attending school. As young as she was, Malala demonstrated fierce bravery by standing up to the Taliban. In 2009, Malala started a blog and wrote about her life under Taliban rule. She also wrote about her desire to go to school. For 3 years, she and her father advocated for the right for girls to attend school. On the morning of October 9, 2012, gunmen from Taliban shot Malala Yousafzai in the head. She was just 15 years old at that time. After 4 days in a military hospital, doctors transferred her to an ICU in Birmingham, England. Multiple surgeries and weeks of rehabilitative therapy later, Malala started attending school in Birmingham. On her 16th birthday, the young lady traveled to New York and spoke at the United Nations. In 2013, Time magazine declared Malala one of the world's most influential people. A year later, Malala was named a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Along with this prestigious honor, Malala has received the United Nations Human Rights Prize and the Liberty Medal. In 2017, Malala began her studies at Oxford. She currently resides in Birmingham and continues to fight for women's empowerment and education. Since then, every year on July 12th, the world celebrates the birthday of Malala Yousafzai to honor the rights of children and women. The Taliban is surely to be condemned, but it's also because of this terrible incident Malala's story has gained unprecedented media coverage and the education issues in Pakistan has gained international attention. The country spends less than 2.7% of its GDP on education, and its official literacy rate is near 58%, which is much lower than the international standards. As a response, the UN's Special Envoy for Global Education had reached an agreement with Pakistani government, and to pay tribute to the contributions that Malala has made, 4 new schools, a Center for Women's Studies and a postgraduate institute will be established under her name within the Pakistani territory. Moreover, a broad group of individuals inspired by Malala's determination and courage set up the Malala Fund, which Malala herself can direct and use to pursue her vision after she recovers. It is the best proof of individuals' power in changing a nation and even the world. Let me now quote a few lines from her speech. Malala Day is not my day. Today is the day of every woman, every boy and every girl who have ever raised their voice for their rights. So here I stand, one girl among many. I speak not for myself, but for all girls and boys. I raise up my voice, not so that I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. Those who have fought for their rights, their right to live in peace, their right to be treated with dignity, their right to equality of opportunity, their right to be educated. Now, if you ask me on how to celebrate this day, I would suggest you to learn about countries such as South Sudan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Liberia, where it is difficult for girls to get an education. Make use of this day to realize, especially as a girl child, how privileged we all are to be able to share our opinions and have a stand for ourselves. In the 21st century, we can no longer tolerate keeping children out of school, and certainly no single child should be denied of her fundamental right just because of her gender and ethnicity. Malala is a voice of youth, the female, and humanity, and we as global citizens should come together and support for what she stands. If a 15-year-old girl with a least favoring situation could make a difference in so many people's lives, why can't we do it? Now let me ask you once again, have you ever realized how privileged you are to be able to voice your opinions, to have opportunities, to get educated, to have people around you to support your stand. Thank you.